long have humans been on Earth?
We want to talk about this energy that you are asking about. What happened a long time ago on your planet? You had groups of people, humans, on this Earth. A long time ago, we see 7 different groups, and they were working on the planet in a way that helped them to get information about biology. They also worked in a way that helped them to get information about the spiritual exchange of energies between one another. They worked with the higher energy formations that you have lost here. There was a time on your Earth of 5 million years ago where those who were working on these topics had to align themselves with a potential reality. They said to one another, what shall we create here on your Earth? When they came together, they instructed each other, their higher self, you could say, to train with beings from other planets, asking for advice, because it was a joy that they had working with one another on this planet. We understand your question. When did they come here? 5 million years was these 7 groups is our information for you today. Are you satisfied with our answer? Thank you.
The question was more of a timeline. So the council did not give a specific time how long humans have been on Earth. Millions, billions. Is there a reference?
These groups come at certain times on your planet. They come for learning, and they come throughout history, longer than 5 million years. When the learning is complete, they go to other places. Do you understand our answer? We understand our answer. Hello.
Yes, that is just one time frame. We were just wondering if there's more than 5 million years.
Yes, obviously. Of course. It is an old planet.
Okay, is the council ready for the next question?
Yes, we are ready for your next question. Thank you.
How many major civilizations have there been before Atlantis? We know of Lemuria, Mu, and Diana Cooper adds Pangaea.
We understand the question. At this time, we would tell you that you have several groups from other planets who have created life on your Earth long before these groups, yes? You are all aware that they existed, but the information has been lost, and you are asking Orion Council, please give us correct Earth history timeline. Is that correct?
Yes.
Once you understand that people come to this planet to learn and they leave, you would understand that your timeline is not just one timeline of your Earth history, because you have different reality programs here, and they have come for different experience, but on the same planet. You, in our opinion, would be better off asking us, so what lessons did these groups come to learn, and those who have achieved their goals and lived, what did they learn? That would be more of a growth question. This question has to do with, I need to know the facts of when things happened here on the timeline. But you are not understanding that you are connected to a very specific group at this time, and you are not to be concerned with groups that came before you because they are learning different lessons.
Well, that develops the question that the Orion Council is asking to hear is, how does the Orion Council define the lesson learned now for the human race in the Ascension process? The council wish for me to rephrase.
One moment. We want to answer your question. See that you have a lesson to learn on your planet Earth at this time concerning your group. Now you understand our perspective. Sometimes one of you must ask this question, and we must tell you that you are learning several lessons. But you say, Orion Council, you have said one lesson, so reveal to us what is our learning experience here of millions of years, yes? Orion Council, reveal to us, what is a million-year learning lesson? There's so many what you perceive as a part of your higher self that you connect with. That is a piece of all that is. Your higher self connecting a piece of it to you is the lesson. How do we describe the vastness of you is a wonderful way to work with you. You must recall that you are bringing in a piece of yourself. You have to learn it. It is about the creative aspect. It is about the holy energy formation that creates physicality, that has to do with a running current, running a current of energy through your heart center to the earth. That has to do with practicing 9-dimensionality. That has to do with the frequency alignment of frequencies through your physicality, through the central sun, to the planets, and to you. Recall how you move energy between different locations on your cosmos. Do you know why you travel at nighttime? You are continuing your evolution. That is important as well. Recalling nightly travels, recalling your assignments from your helpers in non-physical, and recognizing the wonders that this planet has for you. A way to align with this part of your higher self is to focus on the alignment first. Allow for it to happen, and you are guided. So many are guided, but so many do not listen. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question. What does the Orion Council think regarding the building of landing platforms for interdimensional craft on Earth?
We see the ray of light that enters your mind when you think about this. What does that mean, Orion Council? Why are you talking about the auric field? People on your Earth need to understand what is light and how it functions. They have studied many particles, but they are to understand what these type of phenomena are. When someone turns red, when someone turns yellow, what does it mean? Do you know that you have vast communications happening at this time? Many of you do not sense the communications. Some of you say, I sense so many communications, Orion Council, I would prefer seeing colors and not thinking about it. Those of you who say, Orion Council, I'm focused on building something with my physical hands. I'm focused on constructing energies. That is different, Orion Council. Understanding the science of my physicality and spirit is different, and it is not the same as building with my physical hands. Some of you say, well, Orion Council, I like the idea and sharing of it. I don't prefer the building of it. I prefer sharing the ideas and talking about it. That is my excitement. But at the same time, Orion Council, I'm too busy right now understanding how light enters my physical vessel, because I need time for it to take place. So many choices and mysteries to unravel at once. Yes, we think you know that.
The Orion Council did not elaborate on building landing sites for craft to come here as it was before. Can you please elaborate on that?
The way to building such an eventful place would be first to focus on how the light enters that part of the planet. Now you must understand how you require observation and research before constructing such buildings. You must know, is this location appropriate? And also, if I build, what else will I do at the same time? Some of you must focus in one way first, and you must remember that you are taking time for your learning as well. And that is our answer. Thank you.
Thank you. That completes the answer. Next question is, how can lightworkers take better care of themselves if they're feeling surrounded by needy or controlling, messy or otherwise distrustful or rude people? Underline the word mindfulness. Why is this missing It's so many.
One moment, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We will answer this question. Sometimes what you think is going on is not really what is going on. You are saying very much the surface observation of an individual, and you will attribute so many qualities, but you have not the awareness of what is truly happening. For you personally, you have a different opinion because you are not seeing what is behind the scenes. Now, many of you would say, Orion Council, that is very spiritual because we are talking to you to help us see what is behind all of this. We are asking you, Orion Council, why is it that this is happening? What is going on? And we say, we could tell you about multiple individuals and what they are accomplishing with their spiritual lessons, but we cannot tell you why they are behaving in a way that appears that they are all of these qualities in your opinion. Another observer would observe something else about these individuals. So we must focus on how does one maintain the self when they are observing such difficult ideas. We are discussing self-care because the mindfulness that you are asking about is a requirement of yours. You are saying, I do not wish to create in this direction if it is not mindful. And the other one is saying, this is my observation of this environment. Yes, this is the environment I have observed. You want to say individual is such, but the questioner knows that there is more to an individual than surface behaviors. There is more potential and there's alignment to take place, but you are discussing environments. We feel this is important when it comes to achieving alignment to those wanted qualities that may not currently exist in your reality. How can I take care of myself and bring to myself those qualities I'm wanting to experience in others? Yes? I must achieve alignment first with the frequency of these qualities, and then my environment changes or I manifest a new environment. People must recognize they have options to create in this way. Some of you say, I would prefer creating a platform for extraterrestrials to visit, and some of you say, I prefer being with people who are kind and think about me. That is a choice point. There are people who say, I prefer to focus on potentials so that I can discuss all the beautiful qualities that one can align with, because I'm aligning to those qualities in myself, and we want to focus here now. We are saying that you're focusing on your wellness and you're focusing on your mindfulness. You notice that others have not responded in the same way you are focusing. You say, Orion Council, I am a mindful person and I think about others, and I'm asking you to tell me, are those people coming into my reality? Because quite frankly, I'm very tired of not having that experience. And we hear many of you saying this to us, Orion Council, I'm very much not enjoying the environment that I'm currently sharing, Orion Council. So, should you observe some unwanted behavior of another individual, we say, although there's potential for change in your environment, some of you must focus differently. How do you change the focal point when you are observing an unwanted particle? There are many particles in the room, but you, for some reason, are focusing on one pulsating particle. Let us say the color is red, and you are focusing on the red particle. It is very bright in this room, and the room is full of blue healing lights, but for some reason you say, Orion Council, I must get rid of this one red one here. It is really, really annoying me. You have a physicality that you are working with at this time. And some of you say, Orion Council, I enjoy wellness in my physical vessel, so I'm going to eat differently, and I'm going to make the choice because I want to have all blue particles around me, yes? Some of you say, this is what I want, and some of you say, Orion Council, I'm going to sit in a body of water because it's going to cleanse my energies, and this is how I will align to a better focusing, because Standing here in this room now is very troublesome for me. Some of you say this, and some of you say, Orion Council, I have nowhere to go. I'm listening to music now that is altering my state of awareness, and the music is helping me to focus differently at this time. And you'd say, well, I don't like the music, it is very upsetting to me. I do not like that music, it is loud in my environment. What do I do? What do you do when you are in an environment where the music is very loud and you are not in harmony with it? You have many helpers and you have to ask for help, and you must also recognize that you have to change a few things. When you are upset, it must be you who decides to align to a different focus. And we focus in this way because we say, well, this constellation has been a difficult one and many wars were fought in Orion's system, but somehow we were able to create light cities here, and we were able to create societies that were not warlike. And this is what Orion Council has experienced, peaceful societies. We appreciate the question because some of you are upset about certain topics such as mosquitoes and things like this, which we understand are terrible, terrible beings. And we understand that your mind can be terrible being to you. But when you recognize your mind can focus differently, you'll have a peaceful energy within yourself. And you always are communicating with other beings. You are not simply left to yourself without interaction of positive energy.
Do you see any progress on the planet Earth when it comes to the receptivity of the Divine Feminine or Mother Earth energy?
We want to talk about this energy you ask of, the Mother and Feminine. Well, you know that your mind opens when you think in this way. Some of you are focused on the Holy Father and God and the Lord. We agree with you, but we agree that there is God, Mother energy, and there is also the Earth energy. That is one we love most, Earth energies, because you came here to experience that physical experience. Well, you have a way of working with this earth and you don't know how you do it. When you are guided, you sometimes perform ceremonies and you are excited. You are painting landscapes, you are working with energy patterns, anomalies, and frequencies that are focused from other planets onto your Earth. You go outside of this Earth and you come back and you recall the changes in frequency. Sometimes you say, I am grounded today. When you are working with Earth energy, you sense that you have something to do here. We understand the question, well, was there a spirit guiding me that is called Gaia? Of course. We talk about Gaia in our stories to you. We talk about this feminine energy with example. We do not say positive, negative, masculine, feminine. We say divinity is always here. How is your focusing today? When you ask us these questions, we sense that you are aware that people love this planet. And we say focus in that way. Focus on the people who are loving the planet. Focus on the people who are guided to work with spiritual energies. Focus on the people who are sensitive to their environments. And if your environment is not divine, in your opinion, ask for help. Create, focus differently. Challenge your mind to get out of the red particle into the blue that is all around. We We will answer your next question. Thank you.
Okay, last question, which is an interesting one for the council. Is the light quotient real, or is that a way for people to compete with others?
We will answer your question. Where you have frequency, you have alignment. Alright? If your engine is fixed, it is moving along quite well. If your engine is maintained, it is moving along quite well. Where you have a light, there is a consciousness. And our channel knows that she speaks with her partner about consciousness quite frequently. It is about the consciousness of the people, yes? It is their consciousness. What is that? Orion Council, are you saying that the light quotient is consciousness? No, we are not saying that. We are saying that you have awareness and you have consciousness. And where there is light, you have these things. You have abundance of conscious awareness. People know, if a leaf is in the wind, it is blowing through the air. It will land somewhere, and there's an air current. And you say, there is a certain type of plant that has created this leaf, and it is not alive, this leaf. It has lived its life, and it is now floating through the air. That is awareness. Some of you have a non-physical awareness of things floating through the air that you cannot see. Some of you are very focused on the species and how those lights move through the sky. And some of you are mapping what is flying at what time, and you say this time and place, that was happened that year, this city. And who saw it? These people did. The leaf in the wind is what they saw. And some of you are going places in your lives where you are not so interested in all that's flying around. You are grounded on your planet Earth. Is there a difference in light quotient between all these individuals? Orion Council, are some just more enlightened? We want to talk about your experience for the past 5 million years, because we see how connected you all are, and we see that many of you have learned lessons 5 million times, and you say, the same one again, Orion Council? I'm enlightened. Orion Council, why am I focusing on the same horseback riding? Listen, I have ridden every horse there is. Ha ha ha. There is nothing else for me to ride except a motorcycle in this life. Some of you say, Orion Council, I've been around technology my whole life. I'd rather work with animals and help them when they're winning these races. The poor horses are so tired. Orion Council, my motorcycle doesn't comfort me. Who has the bigger light quotient? This is how many of you focus and say, there is not mindfulness there. There is not mindfulness amongst these beings. They are choosing differently. We want you to know that as you are receiving energies and as you are focusing on expansion and you are recalling who you are, and as you are focusing on the planet Earth, and as you are traveling at night to other places, you are achieving learning. And many of you stay in high school for a long time. Some of you graduate. Who's better, Orion Council, the graduate or the one in high school? That is how we think here on planet Earth. We believe that light quotient is up to your spiritual family and up to yourself. Do you love where you are? Do you love your light quotient? Do you love high school? If so, keep going, because you love it. Don't worry about who has a higher light quotient than you. You must recall your own energy. And you must recall how you feel when you are around others who carry light as well. You will know them because they are similar to you. So, if you are in a hostile energy, You may tell yourself they don't have light quotient. We say don't worry about light quotient. Focus on the environment that is off-putting to you. Focus differently and focus on your self-care. Obviously, yes? We hope this helps you. We love you, so it is.
It's Rico.